Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my full body mobility session for Monday morning. I am Coach Janine at Whole Body Health. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. We got a little bit of rain last night here in Central Oregon, which is amazing because we never get any rain. And everything smells so fresh. I love it when it rains anyways. And it was perfect amount of rain last night. Not too much, not too little to settle all the dust and the pollen that are making my sinuses go crazy. Anyways, today let's go and get going. We're going to do a little bit of everything today because I know I need it and I'm sure all of you need it, especially with this nice weather that we've had, minus the rain. The rest of the weather's been great, so a bit more outside activity for me, working on the ranch, doing a lot of physical stuff other than working out. So anyways, I'm actually going to post on some the benefits of strength training. You guys all know the benefits of strength training, but I am going to do a short post either later today or tomorrow on why it's important and why we do it. So it'll be short, I promise, but look for that coming up in a Facebook Live either today or tomorrow. Anyways, for today, let's go ahead and get going. We are actually going to start with our neck today. I don't do a whole lot of stuff with the neck, even though it's super important. In fact, I'll be posting on that also. I've got a lot of posts planned for this week, so look forward to some of those. The cervical spine is super important. If we're locked down at the neck, which most of us are, and where a lot of us are in this position here, and we don't even realize it. One way to find out if you're in that position, have someone take a picture of your side, your profile view. You'll be really shocked to find how forward you are versus how your neck is not on top of your shoulder. So we should be in good alignment here. In fact, I have forward head position too. Imagine that. I'm not perfect, right? But we get into this position here, and then we get the pull of our shoulders and the round of the shoulders, and the tightness comes in the chest, and we get the tightness across the upper back, and everything becomes locked down, and then we end up with lower back issues or pain or discomfort, and we're like, I don't understand what I did. Well, look at your everyday posture. That is a number one telltale sign, let alone what you do at the gym or when you're out running or biking, whatever activity you like to, gardening. Look at how you hold yourself every day, because the amount of time that you spend doing whatever activity you love to do, even if you're a cyclist and you're out there for several hours, the other hours in your day are what's really dragging your body down and creating the dysfunction, the imbalances that you have. So you need to look at how you're carrying yourself, how you're sitting at your chair, how you're sitting at your table, on your couch. All of those things contribute to poor posture and poor habits, which then carry over into the activities we love to do. So anyways, that was just a little side note, super important. But anyways, look at your head posture. So today we're gonna sit up nice and tall, and we're just gonna bring the neck down and up. Just noticing how your neck is moving. Maybe it's really hard to get into this downward position. Maybe when you go up high, it's really hard to pull here. In fact, this is probably a position for a lot of people. The shoulders are elevating, we're like, you can't quite get back. Try to relax the shoulders, work on getting that chin up. Okay, you can grab onto right by the collarbones, and you can kind of give a little pull. That'll give a stretch to the front of the neck. And we're just being nice and gentle. So if your head doesn't go all the way up, don't force it. Okay. A couple more of these. And then we're going to go to the side. For the side, take your arm. I'm going to hold this behind my back here just to kind of pin it down. And then I'm going to shift over to the opposite direction. So I'm trying to sit up nice and tall and then relax. So just nice little back and forth and relax. You'll feel that stretch all the way across the shoulder, up in the neck, maybe behind the ear. You can rotate forward and look down towards the armpit and then rotate up again. So nice and gentle, going whatever range of motion is allowed in your body today, but also working to increase that range of motion. I'm just going to change my angle here so you guys can see different angles of what I'm doing. Always trying to keep the shoulders down. If you find they're elevating, you might need to do a little upper trap work, which is right on top of the shoulder here, common spot for those knots that a lot of people get. Go ahead and shift sides, so reach around and grab and pull the other side. I'll show you from this angle here. Sit up nice and tall, dropping the shoulder over. Notice how this side compares to the other side. A little rotation down towards the armpit, and then rotating up So mobility work is not only about releasing from the joints or releasing the restriction at the joint, but it's also about noticing how you feel when you move. So movement without awareness is just movement. You're not really going to make much change. Well, you will, but you're not going to be as effective at making change unless you're aware of how you're moving. And that's with doing mobility work or with doing strength training. Okay, coming down into all fours. Let's just open up the body here. Doing our basic cat-cow, lifting the chin. Little rocking. And sinking back into it. Now squeeze those shoulder blades together when you rock down into your cow position. And when you go to cat, you're trying to pull those shoulder blades away and push through the upper back. And then reverse that. So if you feel a lot of crunching in your lower back or a lot of tension or pressure back there as you do this, you're probably moving from that lower back versus moving from the upper back. We want to release the upper back. Couple more. Using your breath, you can use some rocking. I love to incorporate rocking into a lot of my stretching. Okay, one more in the cat position, and then go ahead and sink down to your hips. If you need to open up the knees a little bit to get your hips down there, do that. We're going to rock side to side. Now, if you've been hiking or you've been walking a lot more with some of the nice weather, you might notice in this position, especially when your knees are closer together, that maybe your shins are a little sore, a little tight. So you want to kind of work those as well. You can come up into this position. You can put your hands on yoga blocks if you'd like here, or maybe some big pillows if you've got them. So we're opening up the front. Again, noticing what everything feels like. Lifting the chin. Using the glutes to push the hips up. Okay, and then come back to all fours again. We're going to put we'll turn forward our left arm, cross it underneath, palm up, and press that shoulder into the ground. And then go to the other side. We're just alternating sides, pressing the arm. You can also do this seated this way. So here's another option. So if you're not feeling like you're getting a lot out of that, or you don't want to put your face towards the ground, you can sit up and do this. If you're at your desk chair, if you're already at work this morning, you can do this seated at your desk. So there's no excuse why you aren't stretching while you're working, especially if you're on Zooms or any kind of work meeting, online work meeting, or even just to take a break. On the other side, we'll do one more on each side. Pull it across the body. Okay, and now we're going to go back to all fours. Kick those feet out into the high plank position. We're going to hold here just for a moment, hold in a nice stable plank, feeling all the muscles activate in your body from the tip of the head all the way down to the toes and those heels. Lift those hips, push into the floor, push back into down dog. We're going to pedal out those heels. My feet are sliding everywhere right now. Guess I should be barefoot. Pushing into the ground, pushing into the floor here with my hands. And then come back to plank. Hold here for a second. Drop those thighs towards the ground. I'm going to stay on my toes to start. Little rocking here. Big deep breath. Exhale. One more inhale and then shift back to downward dog again. Pedal out those heels. Go ahead and push both heels down with straight legs and then bend your knees and go bent knee. See how that changes the stretch? See how you feel in the calves and the Achilles and the back of the hamstrings. Make sure you're breathing. Push those heels down. We're gonna go ahead and lift one leg up, keep pushing into that straight leg, and we're gonna cross it over. Ooh, as I'm sliding everywhere. And breathing. And go ahead and put that leg back, lift the other leg up, cross it over. And then back down. If you need a rest, you can always come down here. Relieve the pressure on your hands. When you're ready to come back to plank position. We're going to go left leg forward. I'm going to shift my position again, so facing you. Left leg forward. Try to keep that back leg straight. We're just going to do big circles. Trying to keep this front heel on the ground, front toes on the ground. Circle around a couple times and then reverse, go the other direction. Notice what's happening at the hips, the inner thighs, how everything feels. If you need to drop that back knee, you can. Try to keep the back nice and flat. See, I'll turn angles again. So back flat, back rounded is going to give you a different kind of stretch. Maybe for some of you it might be enough. But I also want to try to open up the chest. We spend way too much time in that rounded position. Okay, and then one more thing in this position here, we're going to reach up to the sky. And back down. Push into the floor with the right hand, lift with the left hand. You can also do this with your leg raised, whichever way is fine. And back down, and then let's put that leg back and go to the other leg. And we're going to do our circles here. And we're keeping the heel down, keeping the toes down. Notice how this leg feels, inner thigh. Side's tighter for me. And then switch directions, circle the other way. Remember, the knee can always go down if you're getting tired. That's fine. I like to shift side to side, open things up. All right, and then we're going to reach up. Notice the difference between the two sides. Is one side easier to rotate than the other? I'm going to do one more on this side on my toes and sit down the other side. All right, both hands on the ground. Put your foot back. Hold that plank position for a second. Drop those knees. Come down to child's pose. Stretching the arms out in front. We're going to do one more stretch. Okay, I'll change views. Go ahead and take your left hand. You're going to go palm up. Right hand's on top and then pull down. So you should feel this on the left side of your body. Maybe it might be just under the armpit. For some of you, it might extend all the way down into your lower back. Some of you might feel this in the glutes, also upper glutes, depending on how tight you are and where you have that tightness. Keep breathing here. And then switch sides. So right arm crosses the midline. So if I'm facing you, so you can see crossover, palm up, hand is on top, and then drive the armpit down and pull back. One more big breath here. Nice, and slowly come on to that. Got one more thing for you. We're gonna go on our back. So if you have really tight hamstrings, the modification to this is going to be to put your legs up on the wall. Okay, but if you, well, test it out. So some of you might not know if your hamstrings are tight or not, or the back of your legs are tight. So legs go up in the air. Okay, just notice how you feel in this upright position. Can you straighten your legs? Are they bent? Are they way out here if you try to straighten them? Where are they? Okay, notice where they are in space. From here, straighten the legs, so squeeze the quads, activate here, feet are together, legs are together as much as possible. Pull those toes down towards you. How does that change the stretch? Does it go into the calves? Is it mostly in the hamstrings? Okay, and then release it and point. And then flex again and point. Again, you can do this on the wall if this is too intense. Okay, make sure you protect the back. Pull that lower abdominal those lower abdominal muscles in. Okay, so a little bit of a core activation here as well. And we're just gonna point and flex, okay? Making sure to breathe. I'm just kind of gently holding my legs here, okay? But keeping those legs as straight as possible. You get more out of it if you can keep them straight. Again, go to the wall if you need to. Feeling that core fire. Everything's turned on right now. And a couple more here. Flex and point. One more time. Flex and point. And relax. Go ahead and cradle those knees in. Rock it out a little bit. Breathe it out. And then roll it back up. And we are done for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a great full body. Get your body moving, whether it's before your workout or just to get your day going or just to take a computer break or a work break and just kind of move your body a little bit. It's a great way to kind of address every little area, most every little area. I guess we didn't do the wrists. Maybe next time we'll talk about some wrists. So anyways, make it a great week, guys. Hope you're enjoying the Monday so far. And hope you're enjoying my mobility classes or sessions. So if you have any feedback for me, I'd love to hear it. Either PM me or comment in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Enjoy. Stay safe.